Hello everyone, how you all doing? So today we're going to perform an exploratory data analysis on global terrorist attacks. So basically this data set contains a lot of attacks that have happened all over the world, a lot of details about the attacks. So we're just going to do some exploratory data analysis and you find some points within them. So as you can see, the aim is to perform exploratory data in terrorist attacks on different parts of the world. So let's just continue to it. And the libraries required are first NumPy, that's for handling arrays, Pandas for handling CSV files, Matplotlib for showing various plots, Seaborn for handling various fancy plots, and Plotly.express. So this is a separate library that you have to upload. And for this particular exercise, we're using it for a world map. So if you want various other, so this library is available in R as well. So any other like special kind of plots like a world map, you'll need Plotly.express. All right. So now we're importing the data set and this encoding ISO. So I just had to look it up because this data set was a little bit corrupted, and this is just to remove all the inconsistencies in it. And check dataset.ship. So this is a 6-digit number. So there are around 1.8 lakh rows and about 135 columns. So we're going to have to deal with a lot of this data. So now I'm creating a heat map to check out the missing values in the data. And as you can see, this data has a lot of missing values. So all the yellow constitutes the missing values. So we'll have to take a look at the data set and find out which values are missing. So after having a look at that, so these were all the data sets where most of the rows were empty. So after that, we have removed around 100 rows after this, and after that, I can see some more still see some more missing values, especially in roles like this weep tail and GNA. By the way, I don't know what these columns are, but let's find out later. All right, so we're removing that as well, and yeah, so after dropping this, we have now 31 columns, and we can still see a few more missing data. So we'll just keep reducing that. And now you can see the no, so the majority of the data in each column is available. So very less is missing. So we're just going to drop all these missing rows. Okay, so we have 1.8 lakh rows right now, and after dropping all these missing rows, yeah, about 1.1 lakh. It's still a big number, so it's not an issue. And yeah, so now we have no missing values in our data set, and it's ready to be trained. So these are the remaining columns we have left, and let's just plot in histogram. So yeah, this is basically all the numerical data we have, and it's just a histogram of where the attacks happen. So we can see especially latitude. So it's happening in the pretty much the same latitude. We're seeing specificity is going high across 40. Vicinity, vicinity. I'm so sorry, is always 0, so that's not an issue. So yeah, and we're finding a correlation. So nothing is too high a correlation except for longitude and year is 0.5. So I don't think there's an actual correlation there. I'm thinking that's more of a fluke. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, so this we're just checking some information about the data set. Now we are checking the attacks that happen every year and how many were successful and how many weren't. And as you can see in 2014, so many around like 12,000 plus yeah, 12,000 plus attacks were successful, and the terrorist attacks have just been increasing over the years. Thankfully it's come down in 2017, and yeah, let's just hope the downtrend continues. So yeah, here we have an information on attacks based on country. Now there are just too many countries to view viewers and columns, so 196 rows we don't have the patience to look at. So let's just plot from plotty, let's just plot this. All right. And yeah, now we have a clean world map. By the way, I'm from India, so that's why I'm just showing this here. And India has had about 8,000 attacks in the last few years. So you can see this chart. The higher it goes, the more attacks that have happened. So Iran has had around, I'll just check. Yeah, that's Iraq. Iraq has had about 19.2k attacks. So, I mean, not surprising there, but it's a lot. And and you can see that around the world, you see Australia has had about 63 attacks from 1970 to 2017, and Cambodia has had about 4,000. So yeah, the more the intensity of the color, the more attacks they have. Let's just check Pakistan for a second. Yeah, 10.5k attacks. So yeah, this you can just check this all over the world. You can just play around with this map. It's pretty fun. And the United States has had about 1,000 attacks. So this is how you plot it. I'll just show you the code once. Use the plotly.express libraries, and you just write the location, labels, and everything, and just plot this graph. Now we're just checking city-wise just for curiosity, and what is the success rate? So as you can see, most of the attacks have been successful. Even the lowest success rate comes to around 0.5. So that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.